I'll teach you today how to play the song Silent Night so you can entertain your friends and family during the Christmas season. You can download our app for free and use it to learn the song from the App Store or the Google Play Store. For learning the song, these are the tools that you need. We will start with measures 1 and 2 of Silent Night. And it uses an F major chord, which is C, F, and A. And then you play, on the second measure, you're going to play a D minor chord, which is D, F, and A. And we also are going to use one pedal per bar. So how does the pedal work? You play the chord, and then you push the pedal down. So you're going to do, first measure is this, using a wrist pumping action, which is when you move your wrist down to get enough energy to have the sound of all three notes sounding together. So you have this. So let's start from measure 1, and I'm using the app here. So you have. And to count it, to make sure you have the right rhythm, you see you have a quarter note and then a half note. So you'll be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So let's repeat that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Notice the pedaling. So you play the chord and then you put the pedal down, then move it out when you actually play the next one. So basically you have key down, pedal up. So key down, pedal up. Key down, pedal up, but then you put the pedal down. And then you have, for the next one, you see right now the pedal is down, so you do key down, pedal up. And you keep repeating that, and that's the introduction. That's already our 4 first measures. Notice in the app, in the Percebe app, you have the measure numbers printed on the beginning of every line. So the way it is right now, you see you have number 5 on the middle of the left corner. That means that measure right there, the next one is measure number 5. So let's do one more time, measures 1 to 4. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's when we start the melody. You can practice without the pedal first, those 4 measures, but if you do so, Percebe is going to tell you you're not going to use them, you are not using the pedal. For example, and I'll stop here and wait for the feedback. So you see that the pedal is underlined. So if I click on pedal, the red line means Percebe used pedal there, so I was supposed to use the pedal, but there's no green line because I didn't use it. So if I use it, if I play with the pedal, I'll get this. That's the introduction, again the 4 first measures, and you see the green line is where I actually use the pedal. So it matches very closely to the red light in the bottom, which is what Percebe is suggesting. On measure 5, we start playing the melody of the song. And we are going to do that with the right hand. So the right hand needs to be louder than the left hand, which doesn't have the melody. The left hand has the chords, the right hand has the melody, which is the most important thing on the song. So for that, we are going to use the wrist pumping action for longer notes, and we are going to use the catapult action for the short notes. Because the catapult, the preparation for the catapult, which is moving up like this, you see touching the key, but from a low wrist, you go up. And the wrist pumping is from a higher wrist, not too high, okay, but a higher wrist. You need to have enough energy to play the key down, by moving it down. So we pump energy into the keys. So this is wrist pumping action. This is catapult. So it's kind of like alternate. One prepares the other. So we are going to do measure 5, you have this. So you see longer notes, you play with wrist pumping. I'll repeat that. So down, up, down, down. You see, down, you have enough time to raise the wrist for the preparation for the other note. So let's do that again. So when you need, just stop the video and master that part. Now, the left hand has the same chords as the introduction. And then measures 7 and 8 repeats exactly the same thing. 7 and 8 now. And you see that Percebe keeps turning the page, so you can just go back and see the feedback that you got. In this case, I didn't play with the pedals, so it shows me, he underlines the pedal, saying that I didn't add the pedal yet. So now I'm going to add the pedal. Measure 5 through 8. And now I get the feedback with a grade, A+, because I played everything correctly. If you move back and look at the pedal, it kind of matches what the red line of the pedal it's saying. So remember, when you see the red line, it means the pedal is down, as you can see in the video too. Now measure 9 and 10, let's work on the right hand. Since you only have longer notes, half note and quarter note, we are going to do just wrist pumping action. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just the right hand on measure 9. 2, 3. With the left hand, you get A minor chord, which will be C, E, and A. And then you have C major chord, which is C, E, and G. The rhythm is still the same. Again, measure 9 and 10. Adding the melody, you have 4th finger on G, just stop the video and try to accomplish that. Now we are on measure 11. We are back to F major chord and D minor chord. So left hand is exactly the same as in the beginning of the song, but then the melody we have F, F, C. So you have basically the same rhythm as measures 9 and 10, which is 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's put together measures 9 through 12. On measure 13, we still have the same rhythm in the right hand and the left hand, but a different chord. So I suggest you put fingers 4 on D for the accompaniment, 2 on F, and 1 on B flat. Putting both hands together from measure 13 to the beginning of measure 15, we have this. On measure 15, it is still very similar, and remember, you have the fast note, the fast 8th note, the one with a little flag. Whenever you have those notes, you're going to move your wrist up, which is the catapult action. So this is what you have on measure 15. Again, the accompaniment is just like the beginning, F major and D minor chord. Measures 15 and 16 are just equal measures 5 and 6, which we've already done and you already learned it. Measures 17 through 20 are equal measures 13 to 16, which we also already learned. So measure 17 through 20. Measure 21 and 22, right hand only. 1, 2, 3. Putting both hands together, measure 21 through the head of measure 23. Make sure you shift your hand to go up there. Measure 24, you'll be just the A on top with the D minor that we've already learned in the left hand. So from measures 21 to 24. Measure 25, you have now the right hand, pinky on F, second finger on C, the first finger on A. And then you're going to shift your hand, just like I did. So you have everything with wrist pumping action. Shift. With the accompaniment. One more time. Okay, now measure 26. You have the same rhythm as before. Remember, for the short note, use the catapult action. Down, up, down. And then finally end on F. Both measures, 25 and 26, both hands together. Then the very end, we have from measures 27 to measures 31, it's pretty much just like the introduction of the song. So starting on measure 27. And then off the right hand. Then just be ready for a high F. And that's the end of the song. Now this is the whole performance of Silent Night. If you played your right hand louder than the left hand, overall, you're not going to have any problems. You're going to get an A+, like you saw my grade there. Now, if you start playing and your left hand is too heavy and you're moving your wrist pumping with a lot of energy, then you're going to get more sound than what you need. Your accompaniment, or the left hand, is going to cover the right hand. And Percebe is there to give you that feedback, that I'm not there with you, but you have the app to give you that support, that feedback. The app is free to try in the App Store or the Google Play Store. Percebe is the most advanced app giving feedback on expressive elements of music. Try it today for free. Thank you for watching. We'd love to see your performances on social media using the Percebe app. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our channel.